Shalom Akim. Shalom Akim. Kahalayim La Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi Bahashem Yahawashi. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwah that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatha. All right, before I get started, I want to apologize for my voice. I was inhaling quite a bit of fumes from from my job. I am a welder, and I was in pretty much a tough spot, so couldn't really escape the fumes. So it's just having a little bit of tough time, speaking clearly. But the name of this lesson is going to be Eve, your pride is going to get you killed. And that is the truth out here, man. That's the truth out here. Your pride is going to get you killed, man. Straight up. See what I'm saying? Straight up. And there's no way to sugarcoat that, man. And I would be doing you a disservice if I sugarcoated that. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got all these panderers out here, that's trying to tell you that you're just fine, that, that everything's good, there ain't nothing wrong with you, ain't nothing that you need to change about yourselves. You know what I'm saying? But the prophets are out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing you need to hear is ain't nothing wrong with you. That's the last thing you need to hear. You need to be told the truth, man. And it begins with this word, first and foremost, man. Right? So, there's a story behind this lesson. This lesson was sparked by, what took place on my way back from work as I was getting home. And, I decided to go to one of my favorite corner restaurants. And, they serve some very tasty beverages, you know what I'm saying? I'm very fond of their milkshakes, right? Just putting that out there, right? So I came to get what I like to get. And as I'm in the line, there's this Eve out here, looks somewhat similar to what you're looking at on the screen, right? Morbidly obese. She's got these long extensions, braided extensions and whatnot, colored purple and shit. And she's just arguing with this, with one of the ladies in the cashier, right? Pretty much ruining the entire atmosphere of the whole restaurant. And so the belligerence is just intoxicating, right? And I had a long day at work. I didn't really want to deal with this, man. And she's just getting louder and louder, unruly. You know what I'm saying? Can't be told anything, man. And she's talking to the cashier as if the cashier is the one that's arguing with her. So this is and this is the funny part of the whole story, man. She's already ordered she ordered this ice cream. 2 orders, mind you. 2 orders of ice cream in a bucket that I would say is about the size of, let's say, 4 inches by, maybe 6. So that's already a pretty big bucket of ice cream that she's ordering, right? And she's getting 2 orders of it. Um, she's arguing with the cashier, um, asking her, "Hey, I want the big bucket, like it's pretty much a quart, uh, uh, um, or yeah, like a quart or a pint or whatever it is, but basically, what I just described, double that. If that can give you a picture, double what I just described. She was trying to get that much ice cream. 2 orders of it. 2 orders. And she's arguing back and forth, trying to get this woman to give her that when it costs extra to get a ice cream in a container that big, and she wasn't trying to pay it. So, the water Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi for wisdom. I just wanted to diffuse the whole situation because it was pretty much escalating out of control, and so I went up to her. I approached her nice and calmly, and I said, if it's an issue, ma'am, I would be more than willing to pay for the difference that it costs to get this extra ice cream. And she's looking at me with this stank look on her face. It's like, like, who you, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, you can't tell me nothing, you can't do nothing. All I'm doing is just trying to help her, right? And pretty much it just gets down to the point where she'll pay she'll pay the difference and whatnot by herself. She said, I don't need you to pay for nothing. I got this and whatever. So I said, all right, very well, and I left it at that. And she just continues going on and going on and going on, as if she's trying to pull, something negative out of me. And I just kept defusing it, saying, very well, what I'm saying, just keeping it calm, what I'm saying, keeping it cordial, right? And still remaining the gentleman that I am. You see what I'm saying? So the point is this: how would that have turned out if I wasn't one of these men out here who have some sense? If I wasn't one of these men out here who's able to show restraint? What would happen if I wasn't one of these jakes out here who just explode at a moment's notice? You see, what would have happened to her if I was one of them jakes that would just go off? You see what I'm saying? And that's the point. That's the point that I'm making. Your pride is going to get you killed out here, man. Because shit's about to go real topsy-turvy. You see what I'm saying? Real crazy. And people ain't gonna care no more. People are not gonna care. They're not gonna feel remorse. Right? They're not gonna feel remorse. They're not gonna feel, pity for you for being a woman. They're not going to care. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you're looking out of shape, you're looking obese, you're looking, you got this this attitude on you, like can't nobody do nothing to you, can't nobody say nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women are going to be destroyed. A lot of people are going to see this. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a terrible sight to see. A terrible sight. Women are going to be killed left and right, man. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't me sensationalizing nothing. This is straight out the scripts. This is straight out the scriptures, man. So let's get into the scriptures. Since I gave that story, Now it's time to get into the lesson. So let's start off with Proverbs. The majority of this lesson is going to deal with Proverbs, man, because you looking for wisdom out here, boy. The best, the some of the best words to find, considering any situation, would be in the book of Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? The book of Ecclesiastes. You know what I'm saying? And the wisdom of Solomon, man, because King Solomon was truly the wisest king ever to walk the earth, man. And that was Yahawah the incarnation. You know what I'm saying? The reincarnation. So let's start off with Proverbs chapter 9. Proverbs chapter 9. As a matter of fact, to prove that point that Yahawah was King Solomon in the reincarnation, we'll start off with Proverbs chapter 8. Let's read verse 22. It says, "The Lord Yahawah possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there was no depths, I was brought forth. When there was no fountains abiding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth." You see what I'm saying? That's going into him, remembering his destiny as the son of the Most High, right? So that's just a sidetrack, let's jump to chapter 9, man. Let's go to chapter 9, verse 13. I don't know why the Spirit just brought me to that, man, but the water, Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, I know that edified somebody. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13, it says, "A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing." A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Understand that proverb, man. A foolish woman is clamorous and she is simple and she don't know nothing. She don't know nothing, man. Women don't have foresight. Men have foresight. Women do not have that. And a foolish woman is the most vulnerable. You see what I'm saying? She's the most vulnerable because she is fully acting in that lack of foresight. She don't know me for nothing. She don't know me for nobody. You know what I'm saying? But if I was one of those Jakes, like it, if I was one of those Jakes out here who would explode on a moment's notice, she would be in some true danger. And I'm a tall and big man. I'm a tall man and I'm a big man. And if I was one of these Jakes who would lose their shit over the slightest thing, she would be in some real danger. You see what I'm saying? A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 7. And let's read verse 11. It says, "She is loud and stubborn." She's loud and she's stubborn. This woman was loud. She was ruining the whole vibe and the entire establishment. You know what I'm saying? Your typical nigger woman. You know what I'm saying? Your typical black woman, so-called. She is loud and stubborn. She was stubborn. Even while the cashier was telling her that extra ice cream costs more, she was still stubborn. And still stubborn until I stepped in and diffused the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Verse 12. "Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner," man. You know what I'm saying? And what was she out there doing? She was out there on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Just prowling around, just walking back and forth down the corner, using, how Jake do. Just being foolish, just being belligerent. Right? And that's what's gonna get a lot of you Jakes killed out here, specifically you women. This was gonna get a lot of y'all killed. Let's go to Sirach. Salaki. Let's go to Sirach chapter 42, verse 11. It says, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. And that woman was making me ashamed. You know what I'm saying? I was ashamed to be around her, because this is an establishment with prime, you know, mostly Edomites. Mostly Edomites. You know what I'm saying? And she's got to be the only so-called black woman in there, you know what I'm saying, tearing some shit up. Like y'all tend to do. You see what I'm saying? Not y'all, I'm not talking about you women out here in the truth, man. I'm not talking about you women in the truth. I'm talking about the majority of these women out here who cannot act right, who cannot behave themselves, who cannot be told nothing. They have to be belligerent. They have to be loud. They have to be confrontational. They have to be. You see what I'm saying? And it's sickening and it's shameful just to be around them, man. That's why the Most High's got to be he's got to destroy these 2/3, man. He's got to destroy these 2/3 because they're just out of control. Out of control. And this is how foolish this woman is, man. You know what I'm saying? How prideful. After she gets up there and she pays for the extra ice cream, she goes and you see these long braids on this woman. She takes her hand and she flips her and she flips her hair behind her as if she's trying to hit me. You know, and it's like this is just it's absurd. It's absurd the way she was behaving, right? It's absurd. But let me read that again. It says, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Right? Let's go back to Proverbs. Let's hit chapter 15. All right. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. And this is where wisdom came in. This is where wisdom came in, man. You see what I'm saying? If you're looking for wisdom, you got to search the scriptures. You're looking for that wisdom, you have to search these scriptures, man. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. You see, I could have went up in there and I could have puffed up right back at her. And it could have been a real scene out here. You know what I'm saying? But I used wisdom. A soft answer turneth away wrath. So what did I do? I went in there, I introduced myself. I asked her what her name was. She said, it don't matter. It doesn't matter what my name is. Okay, well, my name is such and such. Nice to meet you. I would like to offer to pay for this difference so that you can have your ice cream free of charge. You know, and you know, even though she bucked up and tried to raise her voice and come after me, I still continued to defuse the whole situation until she finally went and paid for her extra pounds of fattening foods. You know what I'm saying? So she can go out and probably end up with a heart attack tonight. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? With all that freaking ice cream, I have no idea. You know, for that much ice cream, you might as well just go and grab a pound of ice cream at the corner store somewhere. You know, it's foolishness out here, man. Jake needs to just go somewhere. Just go somewhere, man. That's why the Most High is only dealing with the elect. Right? Let me read this again. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge of right, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. You see what I'm saying? Your pride is going to get you killed out here, so-called black women, Latino women, Native Indian women. It's a whole bunch of y'all that's going to get the wrath. Y'all going to get the hammer, man. When the Most High sets this thing off, it's going to be all you black, Latino, Native Indian women that's going to get the brunt of that destruction. You see what I'm saying? We gotta get there, man. We gotta get this precept. And we get it all the time, man. But it's got to happen. This is Isaiah chapter 32. Let's get it. Let's just get it, man. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It says, Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. You see what I'm saying? Everything's about to be destroyed. Everything's about to be destroyed. And these women are going to be left without any covering. They're going to be left without any protection. They're going to be left with all their pride. You know what I'm saying? And nothing to back it up with. You see? Because pride is about to be brought mighty low in that day. And behold, the days come, saith Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Micah. Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Let's end it with this. Micah 7, verse 10, it says, Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy God? Where is the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets. And that's about to happen, man, real soon. Real soon. Ain't no saving these 2/3, man. Once the judgment hits, it's going to hit hard. I want to say, call Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Yahawadah. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of great millstone, with whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Yakim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. And shalom to the Yahawah that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatah. Shalom.